In the last 6 months, AI tools have gotten so good that most people are feeling completely overwhelmed. Artists watching their skills become commoditized overnight. Writers seeing AI generate blog posts indistinguishable from human work. Coders watching as tools like GitHub Copilot write entire functions with just a prompt. And underneath all of this anxiety is a deeper existential question, one that keeps so many of us up at night. What happens when AI can do my job better than I can? But here's what most people are missing. AI excels at execution, taking ideas and making them real, but it struggles enormously with something far more valuable, developing a unique perspective that creates meaning in people's lives. That's why in this video, I will show you why those who will thrive in the AI age aren't those with the best technical skills, but those who develop a unique perspective. And I will give you a practical system to start building yours today. And I've even created a special prompt that helps you generate your unique perspective in minutes rather than years, and I will demonstrate it live in this video. So by the end, you will understand why developing unique perspective isn't just about staying relevant, it's about creating value in a way that AI never can. So part 1, why most people will become commodities in the AI age. So first, let's start by understanding the core problem. Most people are becoming commodities because they lack unique perspective and vision. And here's a hard truth. If you have skills with no vision, AI will eventually replace you. So let me explain what I mean. AI is absolutely godlike at execution. If you need a marketing copy written, a sales page designed, or an ad created, AI cannot do these things better than 99% of existing professionals. But AI is terrible at generating big ideas and providing a clear vision. It can't tell you why something matters or create meaning from chaos. And this creates a fundamental shift in what makes someone valuable in the marketplace. What people want more than anything is meaning. The reason so many fear AI is that it makes their previous work, the execution part, increasingly meaningless. In the past, you could build a career on being a good executor, someone who implements other people's idea well, but that's precisely what AI is mastering at an alarming rate. And the real challenge and opportunity is that AI amplifies the Dunning-Kruger effect. Now, someone with zero skill can make AI generate a piece of writing or design and think it's good, when it isn't. When you don't have the skills or the vision, you don't have the ability to estimate what makes something truly good or bad beyond the superficial result. So this creates a paradox. AI is the ultimate cheat code for people who already have the skills and have a strong vision and perspective. But for those lacking vision, it just produces more mediocrity faster. So think about it this way. If everyone has access to the same AI tools, what will distinguish your output from everyone else? And the answer is your unique perspective, aka your worldview, experiences, taste, and ability to create meaning. So the power of a unique perspective. Those who will thrive in the AI age, those who develop a unique perspective. But what exactly is a unique perspective? It's a distinctive way of seeing the world that comes from combining your own personal experiences, thoughts, and taste, and then marketing it in a unique way. Your value isn't just in what you know, it's in how you make the market perceive the value of your perspective. So let me give you a concrete example. Think about Danko, who built a massive following through the force of his ideas. What makes his content successful isn't just that it's well produced, it's that he's excellent at branding and marketing his perspectives around central big ideas that appeal to his audience. Concepts like you are the niche, the idea that your specific combination of interest and skills create a market category of one, or the OPB, the one-person business, which is his framework for building a business that leverages your unique abilities, or the 4-hour workday, his philosophy on optimizing productivity and life satisfaction. These aren't just random ideas, they are carefully cultivated perspectives that create a cohesive worldview, and they give his audience a framework to make sense of their careers, business, and lives. But the most important thing to understand is that these perspectives didn't emerge fully formed, they evolved through a process of self-discovery, testing, and refinement. So let me show you how this even applies in my own work. The big idea behind my second brain system, which I share in my content and my course Second Brain Simplified, is that you need an environment where learning and creating are integrated into one seamless workflow instead of two separate activities. This is a unique perspective, and this is my big idea and the philosophy that makes my content, my product, and my brain unique when it comes to the Zettelkasten method and my learning and creation workflow. And this concept applies at every level of your work. The stronger your perspective, the more reach your ideas will get, and the more people will consume your content, and the more they will buy your product. So now, let's go to part 3. Why people fail to create unique perspective. Because before I show you how to develop your own unique perspective, let's understand why most people fail at this. Because there are 3 main barriers. The first one is that many people are afraid of diving inside themselves and doing the inner work that could make them face parts of themselves they're avoiding. Developing a perspective requires honest self-reflection and confronting your own contradictions, something many find deeply uncomfortable. Second, many don't trust and love themselves enough. They seek other people's approval rather than standing for their own opinions. Without self-trust and self-love, you will always be chasing what's popular rather than what's authentic to you. And third, many struggle with independent thinking. They consume the same content as everyone else and regurgitating the same ideas with minimal processing. This creates the echo chamber effect we see across social media. And what all 3 of these barriers have in common is that they prevent you from engaging in 2 essential processes for developing a unique perspective, which is 1, diving outward, learning from others in a deep, thoughtful way, and 2nd, diving inward, learning from your own experiences and reflecting on how they've shaped you. And without both of these processes working in tandem, you will either end up with perspectives that are derivative or perspectives that are disconnected from what resonates with others. So now, let me show you how to overcome these barriers and develop your own unique perspective using a system I've created specifically for this purpose. So now part 4, the unique perspective development system. So I developed a 4-step system for creating your unique perspective. First, you need to adopt the right mindset. Secondly, you have to dive outward and learn from others systematically. Third, you have to dive inward and learn from yourself. And lastly, you need to create content to test and refine your perspective. So let's break each of this down. Step 1, adopt the right mindset. So the foundation of developing a unique perspective is embracing 2 key mindsets. First, you need to assume formlessness. You must be willing to adapt and evolve alongside the world. Your perspective shouldn't be rigid, it should grow as you do. Second, practice Shoshin or beginner's mind. You need to maintain an open mindset, free of preconceived notions. This allows you to see connections others miss. The second step is to dive outward, learn from others systematically. The best way to systemize the creation of a perspective is by using a thinking system that sparks your creativity and entices you to make unique connections. And for this, I use the Zettelkasten method, which has 4 key steps. First, we capture fleeting notes, which are quick ideas as they come to you or content highlights. Second step is to create literature notes, which are summaries of what you read and learn. The third step is developing permanent notes to have your own processed ideas. And fourth, it's to make connection between these ideas in a system. And these systems allow you to process information deeply and make connections that wouldn't be obvious otherwise. And if you want to learn more about the Zettelkasten method, you can watch my video, The Note-Taking System That Can Turn Anyone Into a Genius, where I explain in detail the entire method and how it works in Kortex. So now let's move on to step 3, diving inward. Learn from yourself. People remain irrelevant because they only dive outward and end up recycling existing ideas instead of diving inside to find the uniqueness within themselves. And journaling on your own life experiences to reflect on key moments and how they shape your worldview is incredibly powerful. A compelling perspective is the combination of timeless concepts intertwined with your own personal experiences. So I recommend daily data tracking, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly reviews, and regular journaling sessions focused on insights and patterns. And then we have the 4th step, create content to test and refine. You need to write about your emerging perspective to make the process clearer in your mind. Writing is the process through which we think. Content creation isn't just about sharing, it's about learning. Creating content is how you develop your unique perspective and see how it resonates with the market. You need direct feedback to evaluate the pertinence and value of your perspective. And after years of introspection, writing, and research, your perspective will have incubated so much inside yourself that it becomes crystal clear, and you will be able to articulate its essence and promote it effectively. And this is also where you learn about marketing to package your perspective in a way that makes the reader immediately understand what's in it for them. So now, how to generate your unique perspective today, because I will show you a tool that I've created that can accelerate this entire process. I've developed a prompt called the Unique Perspective Generator that helps you uncover your distinctive viewpoints much faster than traditional methods alone. So let me demonstrate how it works inside Kortex. So first, let's copy paste the following prompts. So this is the prompt. As you can see, it's a very in-depth prompt, so I'm not going to explain everything here, but the idea is that we're just going to open the sidebar and create a new chat here. So let's open it like that. And now we are going to take the prompt and paste it inside Kortex. So now let me explain how it's structured and what you can expect when you use it. Because this prompt essentially creates an AI interview process that helps you surface your unique perspective. And this process works in 4 main stages. First, it conducts a personal experience interview. The AI will ask you about your formative experiences, challenges you've overcome, and your unique life path. It will dig into your professional background, specialized knowledge, values, and worldview. Second, it requests reference materials to deepen the context. You will be asked to share books, creators, or content that has influenced your thinking. This helps the AI understand the intellectual landscape you've been operating in. And third, it identifies pattern recognition opportunities. Behind the scenes, the AI looks for recurring themes across your experiences, unusual combinations of interest or skills, and even contradictions or paradoxes in your thinking that might yield insights. And finally, it synthesizes unique perspectives based on everything you've shared. And I won't demonstrate the full process in this video because it could take up to 20 to 30 minutes to complete properly, and you will want to be thoughtful with your answers. But the final output gives you a personal narrative summary that captures the key elements of your background and identifies unique combinations of your experience and knowledge. Then it will give you between 3 to 5 unique perspectives, each with a memorable name or concept, a core idea explained in 1 to 2 sentences, how this perspective connects to your personal story, how it builds on your accumulated knowledge, and why this perspective might resonate with others. Then it will give you a development path for each perspective, showing you specific content format where you could express this perspective, how to gather and incorporate feedback, and strategies for refining the perspective over time. And then we will have concrete implementation steps, including action you can take today, weekly practice recommendations, and long-term habits for perspective cultivation. So it's a very in-depth prompt. I really advise you to try it, to block 30 minutes in your calendar to actually use it and answer all of the questions with as much material and concept as possible, because the more context you will give the AI, the better the results will be. And what makes this prompt so powerful is that it doesn't just generate generic advice. It creates perspectives that are specifically tailored to your unique combination of experiences, knowledges, and value. And this isn't just a theoretical exercise. This prompt helps you articulate perspectives that you've been developing subconsciously but haven't been able to express clearly. And the best part is that you can use this today to start developing your unique perspective immediately and instantly make your content more impactful. And before we wrap up, let me explain why having a unique perspective isn't just philosophically important. It has concrete benefits for your career and business. First, a unique perspective is how you stand out in a sea of sameness. It's what allows you to create your own tribe that makes your creator business successful. As Kevin Kelly famously said, you only need 1,000 true fans to make a living, and your unique perspectives serves as a magnet that attracts the right people to your brand. Second, developing and incubating a unique perspective gives meaning to your own life, allowing you to create order from chaos, develop a personal worldview that works for you, and find fulfillment at any scale. And third, as soon as you start making this process conscious, how you perceive the world changes. Everything becomes an insight that either fits into your perspective or challenges you to evolve it. And fourth, all your content becomes more impactful for your audience. People start following you because they resonate with your ideas. You aren't just a copywriter, productivity coach, or writer anymore. You're a whole world that you embody with your philosophy. And finally, this is how you develop taste that allows you to actually use AI intentionally. Because AI is the best opportunity for solo creators, because it means you now have a dedicated content and marketing team for only $20 per month. But the only way for it to work or to get good results is if you feed AI with your own unique perspective. So now let's recap what we've covered. In the AI age, those with unique perspective will thrive, while those who only have execution skills will struggle. A unique perspective comes from combining your experiences, thoughts, and taste. Most people fail to develop perspectives because they fear inner work, lack self-trust, or can't think independently. The 4-step system to develop your unique perspective involves mindset, outward learning, inward reflection, and content creation. And my unique perspective generator prompt can help you accelerate this process dramatically. Ultimately, developing your unique perspective allows you to become a successful creator, living in abundance through your work, respected and admired for your thinking, and positively impacting the world. So if you want to implement everything we discussed today, I've made it incredibly easy for you. I have created Noah's Ark Bank, which includes all of my Kortex templates, IR prompts, and workflow, including the unique perspective generator prompt we demonstrated today. So just click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get instant access. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content on leveraging Kortex and AI to build your creator business. Drop it below letting me know what type of content you would like to see next. And if you want to learn how to create high impact newsletter in just 60 minutes, check out the video appearing on your screen right now. So thanks you for watching and welcome back to Noah's Ark. Bye.